your perspective?
Just just took a couple inch too bad of an angle and caught him. Just an unfortunate incident that if I'm a second later, I catch body. But obviously something you don't want to see. But it was just a split second too late or too early.
What did you think of the length of the suspension?
I don't want to get into that. I already told the kids that Christmas is canceled. I don't want to get fined again. So it's over, and we're just going to leave it at that.
What did you make of Darnell's comment?
When you get caught by somebody, I think you're entitled to your opinion. That's fine. But I think my 900 games and however many thousands of hits I have, speaks for itself. I play physical every game, and I've been doing it for 15 years, and I've only had a couple suspensions. The only truth that he spoke was, I go out there to inflict pain. That's a fact, and that's not going to stop. But I'm going to continue to do it legally. But yeah, I'm gonna keep playing hard, if not harder now, and I'm gonna keep bearing guys.
How would you describe your relationship with him? Like you went
nurse?
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Yeah. No. You went and apologized.
Yeah, I mean,
in person.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if he's okay. I don't look. I play the way I play, and I try. I think the reason I've stuck around so long is I don't take suspension. I'm not in the box a lot. And I try and play within the rules of the game. So when something like that happens and a hit gets away from me, I don't want to see anybody laying on the ice with a head injury, obviously. But I wouldn't say we have a relationship.
Your brother came to your defense on Instagram. How personally does he take it?
Oh, my brother loves the Twitter wars. Yeah, it's you don't want to get it into with him because he always gets the last word. That's for sure.
Yeah. You said you might even play harder now. Is that just because you're fired up with a lot of energy, or like what's?
It's I'm excited to get back. That was the worst possible day. There's not a good day to get suspended, but the worst possible day to get suspended with how little we played. I think played one game in the first week and then another one in the next 5 days. So it's been a long stint. So it's just excited to get back in the lineup with the boys and just bring more energy.
What's it been like watching the team and seeing how good they have been as of late?
Yeah, a lot of guys that have stepped up, and I think especially with all the injuries we have right now, guys have come in the lineup and played really well. So you need that. If you want to be a good team and you want to make a deep playoff run, you need guys to come in and step up when they have to. So I think guys have done a great job, and the top guys have kept it going.
How'd you use that time off? I remember last year you had a bit of break from games, and it was maybe beneficial. Like you said, second training camp. Like, how did you use that?
Exact same. I worked a lot on just speed and hands, and basically doing the exact same thing as last year. Obviously this one was a little bit shorter, but I tried to work as hard as I could without overdoing it, obviously. But we got on the sheet and put in some work for sure.
Feels like opponents are not going to love playing against you and Grebenkin.
I hope not.
Yeah,
he's been great. He's played physical. He's been getting the net. He's had some chances. So it's it's been fun to watch him come up and play his first couple games. So I think it's going to be a nice tandem.
What's the communication like? I know he's still learning the language.
Yeah, I told him we got to do one or two English words a day. We've been slipping the last couple days, but we're gonna work on it. It's usually the fun words first, so I probably can't talk about it.
What stood out most about Mitten?
He's just been in the right spots. I think he's a smart player. He's put on a little bit of size, so he's a little more physical in the corners, and he's getting to pucks. He's getting to the right spots to score goals. He's had a lot of chances, so I think he's coming in and played really well.
Miss us?
What's that?
Miss us?
Did I miss you guys? I always miss you guys. Yeah, I was begging for an interview.
What was the thought process sitting out last night's game?
Oh yeah, just to be extra cautious. Anytime you get a blow to the head, just want to make sure everything's good to go.
How scary is it in the moment for you?
Oh yeah, pretty scary. But yeah, they take good care of us here, so move on from it and keep chugging along.
Are you feeling any after? Obviously, you get hit in the side of the head. There's going to be that immediate thing. Did you feel anything in the next day, or is it completely just?
Nope, I'm good to go.
Okay.
Did it catch any helmet, or was it full flush on your face?
Pretty sure it was just full head.
Getting Ryan back in the lineup. What has stood out about how he's handled this absence?
Yeah, he's been great around the room. Great in the trip, getting everyone together, and good vibes around the room, getting us pumped up, and everyone's been stepping up in his absence too. So it's been a good environment for our group here in the last little bit.
What stands out to you about Myers?
I give Phil a lot of credit, man. It's even his last outing, I think, in Boston, weeks ago, he was great in that game too. And I told him, it's not easy to sit around and know you're practicing, but it's nothing close to an NHL caliber game. And he steps right in and fits right in and plays great, plays heavy, plays simple. Told him that again last night. He looked great. And not even with his play, but just off the ice. I know it's not an easy position to be in when you're, the seventh, eighth guy in the depth chart sometimes, and you go through stretches of not playing, but he has nothing but every time I see him, he's got a smile on his face, and he's working hard in the gym, and he's just a great guy to be around. So I really appreciate somebody like that when they're not playing, their vibes are really high and smiles on their faces and working hard. So I got nothing but amazing things to say about that.
How much older does Minton seem to you than his age would suggest? He's 20.
By the looks, he looks like 20 or younger. Yeah.
His hockey sick, but that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's a smart kid, and he wants to learn too. He's asking questions all the time, and his hunger to get better on the ice and with the game within the game is always super high. So he's an impressive 20-year-old.
He had mentioned that Stolarz talks a lot more than goalies he's worked with in the past. How much has Anthony used his voice to help you guys this season? Yeah,
it's a booming voice too, so you can hear it. It always helps anytime you got six guys out there. So I want everyone talking like that because it opens up your vision a little bit and slows the game down just a microsecond for you to make a play in the middle of the ice or knowing that you got time or whatever it may be. So, or avoiding hits when there's pressure. So he does a great job of that, and it's contagious as well. So the other five guys on the ice can learn from it and use their voice as well.
What stands out to you about Ryan Reaves?
Professional guy, big guy, strong guy, nice technique, nice
Mozgi,
okay.
hockey IQ.
Hockey IQ, not old guy.
Right.
Big professional. I see Ryan Reaves, 10 years old on YouTube. Watch Ryan, and nice guy.
What did you watch? His fights or?
Fights, game. Ryan, big professional, not only fighting.
Right.
It's a really nice hockey IQ. It's you see training and one shoot, one goal. I training in Ryan maybe 1 month ago, and technique, skills coach helped me and Ryan, and nice guy.
Now that you've had a few games, what's the biggest difference about the NHL?
Different NHL, why? AHL and
then KHL or
KHL.
Whatever.
Fast, really fast. NHL really fast, and KHL guy and KHL hockey don't like it only straight. KHL guy and Russian guy like it pass, go back, go skate, go back. And NHL straight, go for check, bam, pass D, shoot, and hard hockey.
Yeah. Do you like that style?
Yeah,
Do you
I like
the straight style?
I like it kind of style.
What happened at the end of the game last night? Looks like they weren't happy with you.
Win game,
Yeah.
team win.
Yeah.
Paycheck.
Important to finish the hits even right at the end of the buzzer for you? Play physical?
One more, please.
Is it important, even though the game was almost over, to still finish a hit, even in that moment at the end of the game?
Last second,
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
And game don't done,
Right.
I stay ice, you stay ice. I play, you play. Don't stop, don't relax. You play NHL, you understand. I kill you, you kill me. It's business, Yeah, no problem.
Who is the player you have liked to play against the most on the other team? Is there someone that you've played against on another team that was really cool for you, that you really enjoyed so far?
Кем я наслаждаюсь, типа?
Это кто ты играл, like different player на другое team. Who did you like?
It's best player, next team. My best player?
Who did you like to
play against?
Yeah.
Tampa Bay has
Tampa Bay, Point, Florida, Barkov, Tkachuk, Bennett. My team, you see Tavares, Knies, Marner, Matthews, Ryan Reaves, you know. every team, big professional guy, best league.
So what went through your mind the moment the injury happened?
Nothing, just been down this road, heal up, and get better as quickly as I can to help the team.
An odd play, Max, given that if I recall, didn't look like a play that you'd be injured on. So.
Yeah, I mean, defenseman pushes me from behind while the shot's coming from our point, so I try and dodge the puck so it doesn't hit me in the face at the same time, and just got tangled up there.
Considering all the work you put in over the offseason, how much of a challenge has this been mentally for you?
It's no challenge. I've been down this road before, and do everything I can, use this time to maybe work on some areas that I can get better at, and that's how I've used the last 3 weeks.
How close do you feel you are?
I feel really good. So some of it's not in my control, but I feel really good.
What are you guys
Some
targeting?
of the players that have come up to fill, not just you, but everybody else that got hurt up here.
Yeah, it's a testament to the depth of this organization, also the kind of the system we're playing, and kind of the buy-in from everybody. So all the best teams I've been on have, when it's that next man up mentality, when you have the right structure, the right foundation, the right leadership, those teams seem to not really lose a stride, and that was the case with our team, and it's really impressive when you're out watching that.
From what you've heard from the staff, like what's the best case scenario, do you think, for return to game action for you?
We haven't gone down that road, so my step today was first practice with the team, and obviously this time of year, those don't come too often, so took advantage of that, felt good, and I'm sure we'll meet here as we do almost every day and figure out the next step from there.
You say you've been through this before, just injuries, or have you dealt with this specific injury in the?
Just injuries in general. Obviously the last 3 years haven't been great, and in that department for me. But if anything, I've learned that there's sometimes you don't want to ever get injured, but maybe a little bit of a silver lining. Sometimes you can work on some stuff and get your body feeling right in a time of the year where it normally doesn't ever feel right.
I'm sure it's not fun watching from afar, but looking at this team, who or what about the group's play over the last little stretches stood out to you most?
I just like that we're doing what it takes to win hockey games, and sometimes that's cracking down defensively. Sometimes that's, trying to create a little bit more offense. Sometimes that's, special teams, and then also sometimes you really need your goalies. So there's not one way to win in this league, and the teams that only know how to win one way normally don't go very far when it matters most. So we've won a lot of hockey games as of late, a lot of different ways, and those are what the best teams do.
Anthony's never really had a run of being a starting goalie in this league. What stood out to you about how he's played this year?
I said it right from day one. He's a really skilled goaltender, especially for his size. So to see what he's doing in games, obviously, like you said, I haven't watched him play too much before this year, but shooting on him in practice, guys talking about how hard it is to score on him, you knew that given the opportunity that he would play the way he has been playing. And both the goalies have been tremendous, and it's really nice when you can lean on two goalies like that and maybe gives them, some runway at times when they're, just a little bit of rest here and there. And we've been really blessed with our goaltending this year.
What do you think about Edmonton's play and how he's developed as a player?
Yeah, he's really good, and he's really responsible. Oftentimes when the young kids come up, it's really hard to play center in this league. It doesn't look like it's hard for him at all, in the sense where he just seems to always be on the right side of the puck, good areas. And then, sometimes when guys are responsible like that, they don't really find their offensive game, but his offensive game has been there as well. So it's impressive to see a young kid come in and play center in this league, but also, not neglect either end of the rink while doing so.
What about Marner? What have you seen from him during this stretch? I think it's 15 of 16 on the score sheet, 10 multi-point games. What are you picking up from him?
Anyone can answer that question in the same way. He's just been tremendous. He's scored timely goals. He's killed timely penalties. He's all over the ice in a good way at both ends. So in my mind, early here in the year, he's been, probably one of the most valuable players in the league when it comes to helping the team win hockey games, especially when some of the top guys or just the sheer number of guys are out. So, what's nice about him is he doesn't seem to take a night off, and he just keeps going the same way every night. And that's leadership, and that's a sign of a star player in this league.
So Domi back at practice, but still in gray. What's the outlook for him moving forward here?
He's close. I think him and Patch are getting close. It's great they're in practice and continue to practice with us for a bit. And when they get the clearance from the doctors, then they make the decision on if they're good to go.
Have they been ruled out for tomorrow though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They're not ready for tomorrow.
What stood out about how Reaves handled his layoff here?
Hey, he was good. I thought that he got some great work in. I know it was a long stretch because of the games were spread out, which is difficult for him. But at the same time, he got a lot of good work in with practice and skating and doing extra stuff. And he's a hard-working guy, so it was good. It's actually good on one hand, but bad on the other, right? It's a long time to be out, with that stretch the way it was.
But you're looking forward to him bringing back to the lineup?
He brings a lot to our team. I think, just locker room, he's a great locker room guy. He's a great team guy. The toughness that he brings, he makes, when he's out in the ice, people know he's out there. He's a physical player, and he's a smart player. He does things right defensively, and he drives our game.
When you go through a long stretch where you've got one suspended player and a bunch of other forwards and even defensemen out, is it, in the grand scheme of things, good for you to get to learn what you have in terms of depth and the guys like Grebenkin and Minton?
Well, it does for sure. We get to look at some young guys coming in the lineup and getting an opportunity to play and see what they can do, and they've done a good job. And on the other side of it, it's the character of our team, how they handled the situation throughout this time. We were missing a bunch of players. And we're still missing a bunch, but got to keep grinding and keep working. And it shows that we're playing a good team game. That's what I look at.
What have you made of Grebenkin and his willingness to play right to the buzzer there?
He doesn't take any time off. That guy. He's a hard-working kid. I think he's got a real good future. I do. I like his grit, his determination that he plays with. Now, there's a lot to learn. He's a young guy and hasn't played a lot of pro over here, obviously. So he's learning on the way, learning on the fly, and he's strong. He's a big guy that's strong on the puck, and like I said, he's just got to learn the game.
What kept Savard off the ice today?
He's sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's sick. He's not doing well. He'll be okay tomorrow.
Well,
needed another day off.
Yeah, apparently. What was your message to the power play today?
Well, nothing really. I wanted to just grab the one unit at the end. They haven't had a lot of time together, and I wanted them to move the puck around and kind of, Nashville's a very good PK, number one in the league, and they're going to come with a lot of pressure everywhere. So it's just about, for me, it's about quick puck movement and know where your outs are and those sort of things. That's what just wanted to get some touches in today with that.
Mix up the plot of deep pairings today. Is there anything leading into tomorrow's game that we can talk about?
No, not really. It's just what I did today in practice. So we'll see tomorrow who I got in there and who I don't.
What's the biggest thing you learned about Ryan O'Reilly with your time with him?
Well, I think, like I said it the other day, he reminds me of Johnny Tavares in his preparation on a daily basis, whether it's on the ice or off the ice. He's got a really good routine. These guys have really good routines, what they do before a game, before a practice, preparation, and then just the work on the ice. Like, he's constantly working on the ice, Ryan O'Reilly. Optional practices, he's out there. At times I had to tell him to, stay off the ice. Like, you play 20 minutes a night, and, but he says, no, I got to get out, get touches, and work on my hands. Like, great leader. Quiet leader, but a great leader with how he plays the game and what he expects out of himself. I loved him. I had a lot of good times with him, with coaching him and being around him.
You concerned any of your players will be distracted tomorrow with the Four Nations rosters being announced? Is that something you're going to worry about, who's in and who's out?
No, not necessarily. I mean, it is what it is. Like, what am I going to do? I mean, congrats if you're in. If you're not, well, that's life. Get ready for the game.